welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining. In this video I'm going to be sharing all of my completed pages for the month of November 2021. I am filming this on November the 30th. So yeah, without further ado, we will just get started. The first two books I'm going to show you, I am so close to being done with these pages, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get them finished today or not. The first one is from A Million Llamas by Lulu Mayo, and this is a buddy colour with the beautiful Helena from the Colouring Zone, and this is my page so far. So I just have the llamas fur to finish off, and the flowers down here, and just a few little embellishments. So it shouldn't take me too long, but I just wasn't sure if I would have this finished in time or not. So at the moment, this is a work in progress. And the next one is from Magical Dawn by Hannah Carlson. And this was a whip for a little while, this page here. I just need to finish up some little bits on the bugs, do the border around here, and I want to do a distress ink background because there is like a drip of coffee here, so I want to try and blend that out with the distress ink. But I did work on this for a good couple of hours last night. I've done the gems and sort of finished up the beetle apart from, like I said, the little bits on the ends of his legs and his antenna. So yeah, this is very nearly done as well, but you will see this in my December completed pages. So that is those two. Now on to the pages that I have coloured in the month of November. So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. Okay. So the first book is Stone Mosaic Book 5 Christmas Edition. This is by the Belba family, and they ever so kindly sent me this book to review. So a huge thank you so much to the Belba family for sending me this gorgeous book and giving me the opportunity to share it with all of my viewers here on the channel. So I coloured 2 pages because I wanted to see what the design would look like on the white background and then the black background. So this is the first one, and it was all done with alcohol markers. As you can see, that is on the white background. And then here is the same design on the black background. Personally, I do think I prefer the black backgrounds just because you don't have to be so careful with your markers around the edges. So yeah, I just like to have that freedom, to be honest. But I do think it's an absolutely gorgeous book, and I will definitely be colouring in this one again in December. So that was Stone Mosaic Book 5 Christmas Edition by Belba family. Next, I have Travel Mosaic, coloured by Numbers. This is by the fabulous Sun Life Drawing. Excuse me, and you can see by my label on the front that this was one of my 10 books to complete in 2021. I really don't think I'm going to get it done. But needless to say, I'm still enjoying the process nonetheless. So this is the page that I coloured. This is the page that I coloured, and this was done with with alcohol markers, Crayola Super Tips, Staedtler dual-ended fibre tip pens, and Sharpie and Bic markers. And then, as you can see, I went around the outline with a Pentel Hybrid dual metallic, and I love how that looks. I think that's so pretty, and it really does look nice against those colours. I'm not sure how many pages I have left to do. I'm not going to count the bonus pages because I've done them in so many of these books now. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 pages left. So not many, but I'm not sure that this is going to be done before the end of December. But you know, I've had fun with it, and there are pages in here that I would actually quite like to go back to. Oh, you can see Arlo has been chewing my pages. Can you see? Look at this. Yeah, on some of the pages that I've left the lines white, I do think I want to go back through and add gel pen to those lines, because I really like how it looks. So yeah, I'll be doing that, I think, on the other pages as well. So that's Travel Mosaic. Then again, by Sun Life Drawing, I have Colour by Number Animal Stencils, and this is on the premium paper. And I coloured this one. Don't think I did any others. No, just this one, just the seahorse. And again, this was alcohol markers, Crayola Super Tips, Statler dual ended fibre tip markers, Sharpies and Bic marking. So yeah, I like how he came out. Really, really pretty. And then again, I have Stained Glass Colour by Number Christmas. This is by Sun Life Drawing. And I completed just the one in here, and it was this one. And again, this is the same markers as before. Alcohol markers, Crayola Super Tips, Statler dual ended, Sharpies and Bic marking. So I love these stained glass books. I think they're so lovely. I really hope Sun Life Drawing bring out some more, because I always have fun colouring these. I really do. So yeah, there was that cute one there for the month. Next, moving into my Kira Sheshneva books, and again, this is one that has been chewed by Arlo. We have Colour by Colours Spring. Yeah, and again, it was just the one in here. And it was this beautiful page. And this is exactly the same markers that I use in my Sun Life Drawing books. So, alcohol markers, Crayola Super Tips, Sharpies, Bic Intensity, Bic marking, and the Statler dual ended. So yeah, I love these books. So I think I'm halfway, or literally just over halfway in this one. Excuse me guys, 2 seconds. Okay, sorry about that. I had to move Merlin off of my stack of books, and he wasn't too happy about it. So next I have Colour by Colours Autumn, again by the beautiful Kira Sheshneva. And it looks like I've coloured a few in here. So again, these are alcohol markers, Crayola Super Tips, Statler dual ended, Sharpies and Bic Intensity. Love this one with the leaves, absolutely beautiful. So it was just the 2 pages in that one. I probably should have said at the beginning of the video as well, you might want to grab yourself a snack and something to drink because this might be a long one. I didn't realise how much I had coloured until I'm sort of sat here now looking at the pile of books and I'm thinking, oh my word. Okay, so again by the beautiful Kira Sheshneva, we have Colour by Colours Winter, and I coloured this one, and this was the page that I completed for my review of the book. So again, this was alcohol markers, Crayola super tips, Staedtler dual ended, Sharpies and Bic markings. So yeah, really, really lovely. I think once some of these other pages are done, I would be quite tempted to add a little bit of stickles, I think, on the snowflakes and the icicles here on the lantern. I just think that would look really pretty. But yeah, this is definitely a book I will be working through in December, so I will be keeping that one out. And then the last book by Kira Sheshneva is Colour by Colours Blocks. And I coloured this one. Again, same markers as I've just mentioned. Just looking, and I've left quite a bit of white space, but never mind. There's that one. And this one, which I think is really pretty. And I love the paper that Kira uses on these books. It's gorgeous, you know, and especially with the coloured background as well. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. Her books are always an absolute pleasure to work in. Okay, then I have the Cactus and Succulent colouring book. Colour by Number for Adults, black background by Colour Questopia, and I coloured. Okay, I've done 2 pages. So this was alcohol markers and Chromatech glitter gel pen. I don't know if the, oh there you go, that's the glitter. So yeah, I used alcohol markers and Chromatech on that one, and alcohol markers, and I think the Staedtler dual ended on that one. I think that's everything I coloured. Yeah, so that was the Cactus and Succulent colouring book by Colour Questopia. And then my last Colour by Number book in this pile is the Colour by Number 70 Plus Cartoon Characters. This is by Jennifer Rowling of Bright Ideas paper. And I coloured this one of Alice. So the colours it was asking for, it really threw me off because number 2 here on her hair, it says orange and then lime green for number 3, and I'm thinking, well, hang on, her hair's blonde, surely it should be yellow. But yeah, that was the colours it asked for, so I do still like it. It just threw me a little bit. And when you look at the cover, this is more of a sort of, you know, yellow with a hint of like yellow orange. This section here is lime green, but yeah, it just threw me a little bit, but I still like it. She turned out cute. Excuse me, Arlo. Good boy. Okay. Then I have From Halloween to Christmas Special, Grayscale Colouring Book by Daria Kakasoy, otherwise known as Colour and Chicks. And this was a new to me book about 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and I coloured this one, and I did try to make her look like my youngest, Emmy, with sort of like brown hair, brown eyes. So this was all done in polychromos, and then I went in with the Arteza Glitter Plus iridescent gel pens for the red here on the hearts, and then I used a Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic for the pink on the lolly here, the sparkly pink. I don't know if you can see it on that one. And then I went in with a white jelly roll and just added a few highlights and a gold, oh my goodness, this was the gold metallic Uniball signal for that. Oh, and I've used black jelly roll glaze for the lollipop sticks, and Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic for the little pumpkin here, and the orange sparkly nail polish. So there's that one. Right, excuse me for 2 seconds, I'm just going to get a drink. Okay. Then I have Christmas Fun. This is by Deborah Muller, and I coloured this one. And this was just a quick and easy page. I used my Ohuhu alcohol markers, Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic on some of the, I don't know if you can see like the glitter there. And then I used Jelly Roll Metallic. I used, it looks like Metallic Posca, Jelly Roll Moonlight for some highlights and things. So, and also Jelly Roll Stardust in the red for the ribbons up here, the bows. And then I added a little bit of yellow just around the Christmas lights here on the tree, and that was done with a Crayola twistable crayon. And then, as you can see, oops, I wrote friendship here, because for me this would be me and my best friend Tess with our cups of coffee, just admiring the lights on the Christmas tree and all the presents with the beautiful bows and wrapping and stuff. So yeah, I would love to be able to do that with Tess, really would. That would be amazing. So there's that one. Okay, next I have Whimsical Girls Celebrate the Holidays and Festive Occasions. This is by Hannah Lynn, and I completed this work in progress, which has taken a lot longer than it should have for what it is really. So this goes for my hashtag Whipping the Whips 2021. So on her I used alcohol markers, and then I believe I used some Black Widow pencils on her. I can see that I have used Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic, gold metallic Uniball Signo. There is some Jelly Roll glaze accents there as well. Jelly Roll white, and I've sort of gone over the lines here to make this look like lace. And it looks like I have used a Jelly Roll metallic for the hearts in the background. So there's that one. And I do have a buddy colour in here, this one, with the beautiful Zoe from Addicted to Colouring. I'm still not finished yet. I'm not overly happy with how it's turning out, but I'm going to keep at it. So hopefully you will see her in my December completed pages. But yeah, I'm glad to have this one done and crossed off the list. So there she is. And then another new to me book was 50 Autumn Miniatures by Camellia Angel Cova, and I coloured this one, and this was a whip for a little while. So this is for my hashtag Whipping the Whips 2021, and also the beautiful Lavella. This is for November Colour Your Hoard 2021. So on this one I used alcohol markers, Caran d'Ache Pablo pencils, some coloured Posca pen. As you can see, I've used a yellow and orange there, some little highlights. And then I've used Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic for this beautiful sort of turquoisey green here on his nose and button there on his dungarees. And I used a Jelly Roll Metallic to accent the bird's feathers and the inside of the sunflower, and a Jelly Roll Stardust just to go around the red ribbon there on the bird's neck, and the hearts on the scarecrow's cheeks. And I do believe I used for this stitching on the patches, this sort of dark navy blue, that was a Bic Intensity Ultra Fine marker on that one. I then coloured from 100 Mandalas by Polly Jenkins. And this again is for Lavella's Colour Along, hashtag November Colour Your Hoard 2021. And this was done with the Bic Intensity markers and a glitter Chromatech gel pen. So I just wanted to make that one look wintry. And I liked that it was one of the ones where it sort of all kind of like intermingles and you've got sections that go sort of under and over. I really, really enjoyed that. So I like how that one turned out. It was just something mindless, which I have needed. I have needed that recently. So that was a great one to work in. I then done a buddy colour with my youngest daughter Emmy, and that is from I Love Catacorms and Other Magical Mashups. This is by Buster Books, illustrated by Sarah Wade, and we did this one. And Caden joined in as well, but he coloured a page in one of his colouring books. Emmy has this book, so yeah, we all sat and sort of had a good old time colouring one afternoon. So this is alcohol markers and Chromatech glitter gel pens. And then I threw in a couple little white highlights with a Jelly Roll white. I drew some little hearts there as well. But yeah, it's all sparkly and shiny. So there's that one. Okay, now we are into my Disney books. So the first one is the Disneyland Park colouring book. I believe this is by Autumn Publishing. Yeah, Autumn Publishing. And this was a whip for quite some time. And it was this one. So this goes for my hashtag Whipping the Whips 2021. And also Lavella's Colour Along hashtag November Colour Your Hoard 2021. And I coloured this page to dedicate to the beautiful Rachel over at Mini Rachie. She is just an absolute sweetheart and I adore her. I think she's fabulous. So this page is for her. So for all of the stonework I used 2 seconds. Sorry my lovelies, Arlo is getting into everything and he's just knocked all the books everywhere. Oh my goodness. So like I said, for the brickwork I used Derwent Inktense, and then I went in with some Crayola Super Tip. It looks like there's a little bit of fine liner work here. Metallic Posca. I do believe I did a little bit of shading with my Caran d'Ache Pablo pencils. I wasn't sure what the area here was. I couldn't make out what was what, so I just blacked it out. And then I used my Uniball Signo metallic pen. Yeah, that's metallic. Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic. Oh, sorry, I'm rubbing my hand on the desk. Sounds like I was farting. But I wasn't, I promise. And then I used a black Jelly Roll glaze here for that doorway, if you can see there. And then there's Aurora. I've added sort of pink and blue onto her dress. And Prince Philip. I did have to add some sellotape here to the page because it was coming loose, and this is, you know, only the first page I've started colouring it in here, so that was a bit disappointing. But yeah, I've had to tape it because the washi tape just wasn't doing the trick and it was lifting, so I have had to use sellotape to secure the page sort of there and again on the back. So I did use a little bit of alcohol markers, as you can see. It sort of bled through, but I wasn't worried because obviously this isn't a page I would colour anyway. So, but yeah, that one is for the beautiful Rach. So there's that one. Then I coloured a page on a camera with you all. This is from Disney Art Deco. I'll zoom you in. So this is by Disney Art Deco by Hatchet Heroes. And I coloured this one on camera with you all. And I love how this turned out. So we have Jessie and Rex here from Toy Story 2. I used, I think it was Crayola Super Tips. I can't remember what I used for the shading. And then I did go in with Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic and Jelly Roll Stardust. Sort of here around that border. And then this beautiful sort of bronze metallic rose goldy kind of colour. that was the Calero Fine Tech watercolour paints, and as you can see, it hasn't affected the paper at all. The paper handled it beautifully, and this was a few layers, so yeah, I'm really impressed, and I love how that page turned out. I really do enjoy this book a lot. So let's zoom back out a little bit. So keeping with the Disney books, I then have the Disney Princesses of Fae, Caresse Mystère by Hatchet Heroes. Oops. And I coloured this one. So I coloured this, and for this one I used the Staedtler dual-ended fibre tip markers, and for Pocahontas's hair and sort of the black here for her eyes, I used a black Papermate Flare pen. As much as I love these books, this page was a pain in the butt because of all these like little, you know, the pattern in the background. It was like, oh my goodness, it was a lot. I really had to sort of concentrate on what I was doing, but I do still like how she turned out. So there's that one. Then I coloured from Disney Caresse Mystère Mickey and Friends 40 Coloriage Façon Pixel Art by Hatchet Heroes. And I coloured this guy. He looks somewhat familiar, but excuse me, but not overly. So it is what it is. You know, it's another page coloured, but yeah, I'm not sure who he is, but yeah, that was the only one I coloured in there. And then the last of the Disney books is Disney Buddies Caresse Mystère by Hatchet Heroes. This is a new to me book. I coloured the first page, which is this one, with Nick and Judy. And for this one, I believe I used my Crayola Super Tips, black Papermate Flare, and then I wrote Zootropolis here with a silver Uniball Signo Metallic, and whoops, and here, because it's for Lavella's Colour Along, I have written #November Colour Your Hoard 2021. I love how this one turned out, and again, I think this is a book that I will keep out for December. I love these books so much, so yeah, definitely working that one a bit more. Okay. Then I have a page in Tales from the Forest Kingdom. This is by Hannah Carlson, and I coloured this page here with the beetle. I think this is done with my Black Widow pencils. And then I used a little bit of Derwent Inktense just in the circle here for sort of this like orange into faded yellow border. I've used Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic in the mellow colour just here for this beetle's back. There's black Jelly Roll Glaze on both of the beetle's legs and this dude's body. There's some silver metallic Posca, white Jelly Roll. I used a Arteza Inconic Fine Liner for the dark green inside the leaves, this vein here, and just under here on the mushrooms. This section here, the black, that was done with a Posca and, you know, little bits sort of up here. And then the border, the sort of bronzy colour border that you can see, that was one of the Calero Fine Tech paints. And then I have these like rub-on transfers that I purchased from range, and I put one here just to fill up that space a little bit. So yeah, I like how that one turned out. Okay, I finally got a replacement of Johanna Basford's Enchanted Forest. So I coloured, completely forgot about this page, I coloured this one, if you can see that. So on this page I used Castle Art pencils, which worked amazing on this paper. They really did perform beautifully. I used some Arteza Inconic fine liners just for sort of some of this dark line art here. It was the Inconic fine liners and the really dark green, I believe, is the retractable gel pens from Arteza. I used Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic, KJ Designs by Karen watercolour for the outside of the leaves, sort of here, this beautiful green colour, and then this blue. However, the blue, the pigment kept rubbing off, so I would put on another layer, it would dry, it would rub off. So in the end I ended up using a blue, oh my goodness, a blue Jelly Roll metallic. So that, yeah, kind of a bit of a mess, but anyway, there's that one. For the clouds in the background, I used my Pan Pastels. I used a Uniball Signo Gold metallic for some little highlights and things, and on the birds. And I used a white Posca to add like the stars and things. I don't know if you can see that there on the clouds. And then I used I think it's called Frisk Pastel Fixative. So yeah, I used that on the page. I love how that turned out. I'm just, this, you know, I smudged a little bit of pen up here, and of course with the blue that was a bit of a mess. But apart from that, I really like how this page turned out. And even though I've fixed it with the pastel fixative, I do still want to keep my my piece of tracing paper over the page, just to be on the safe side. So there's that one. Next is a new to me book. This is Johanna Basford's 30 Days of Creativity. I think by now everyone has seen this. I haven't started any of the challenges yet, but I just coloured the nameplate page. So there is my nameplate, so you can see all the little, you know, bits and bobs and details and whatnot that's been added. So this goes for hashtag my name in colour 2021, hosted by the beautiful Penny over at Pebbles Adult Colouring, and also for Lavella's Colour Along, hashtag November Colour Your Hoard 2021. So on this one I used fine liners, Castle Art pencils, black and white Posca pens, Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic, Uniball Signo in metallic gold, and a Jelly Roll white. So if I lift it up, you can see like all the little details and bits and pieces. So yeah, I do like how that one turned out, and I'm excited for some of the challenges in here as well. So if that's, you know, something you would like to see me maybe work on camera, then please let me know. But I do have something really exciting. It was going to be coming in December, but I'm going to hold off now and start it in January, and then it will be like a year-long thing. So watch out for an announcement video for that. Okay, last couple of books. So I have mine Winter Spaziergang by Rita Berman. I coloured this the other evening. I just needed something not to think too hard about. So I coloured this one. This is my first page in this book, I believe. I do think it is. Yeah. So this is for hashtag November Colour Your Hoard 2021, hosted by Lavella. So you can see the little sort of accents of gel pen and things that I've got on there. So this was coloured with my Polychromos Arteza retractable gel pen, Jelly Roll Stardust, Jelly Roll Moonlight. There's a little bit of Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic, Jelly Roll Moonlight, just for some highlight here on the holly leaves, and there is some white Posca detail on here as well, and I think I mentioned Jelly Roll Metallic. So yeah, I like how that one turned out. Okay, and then I completed my first page in mine Reise durch Europa by Rita Berman, and I coloured this one. So again, this is for hashtag November Colour Your Hoard 2021. So this cherry has got a bit of a story there about that little blob of glossy accents there in the centre. But very, very sparkly. Very sparkly. I love how this one turned out. I had so much fun. So on this one I used my Caran d'Ache Pablo pencils, and then I used my Caran d'Ache Luminance pencil in Buff Titanium. I used that as a blender pencil, and then I've used Arteza Inconic fine liners and retractable gel pens. I used pan pastels for the background, and then I covered that with the Stickles glitter gel in Nebula. I used Ranger glossy accents for the cherries. This one, when it was drying, I don't know if I'd sort of caught it with my finger or not, but it had sort of like a little dip in it, so I put a bit more on, and now I've got this really weird sort of raised bit in the middle. It just looks really dodgy. This one's a lot better, but yeah, that one's just meh. And then I used Jelly Roll Clear Stardust, regular Stardust, metallic and white gel pens. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. And I loved adding the sparkle and the pastels to the background. So again, this is another book that I definitely want to colour in December. And then last but by no means least, I coloured from A Million Christmas Cats. This is by John Bigwood. And here we go. I coloured this double page spread. So just look at all the stickles and the snow. If you can see that there. Yeah, lots and lots of sparkle and shine. So on this double page spread, I used my Polychromos pencils, black Posca, black Jelly Roll glaze. I used the Jelly Roll metallic and Jelly Roll Stardust, possibly. I used Arteza Inconic fine liner pens, and also this random sort of really deep pink colour here on the scarf and over here. That was a random Stabilo 0.88 fine liner that I found with my other fine liners. They're all just in one case now because so many of them are running out. They're just in one pencil case. So yeah, Jelly Roll Stardust. I believe I used some Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic. The gold here on these bells. I wanted to try something different, so I used the Dana Rowney FW acrylic ink because it sort of sat on my trolley and I hardly use it, and I just wondered if I could use it as like a paint, and it worked well. It covers up the lines, but you know, if you don't try you don't know. Gold Uniwar Signo metallic. There is stickles for the snow. You can probably see all that goodness. And then I completely forgot, there's a little bit of red stickles on Rudolph's nose. I don't know if you can see that. A little bit of red stickles there. So very cute. I really enjoyed working on this, and as you can see, I went in with a black micron and I wrote Hogwarts here and 9 3/4 here. It just made me think of the Hogwarts Express, and I wanted to colour it red, but I did add little bits of green just to, you know, Christmas it up a little bit more. So yeah, there's that one. I really enjoyed working on this. It was it took a while, but it was an absolute pleasure. I really enjoyed every single moment, and I've definitely I've definitely needed that the last few days. So yeah, that one is done. So that is it, my lovelies. That was all of my completed pages for the month of November 2021. I'm sorry this was a long video, but I really hope that you have enjoyed it as much as I enjoy watching other people's videos. And you know, I have a lot of fun filming this as well, because it gives me a recap of what I've coloured as well, which is really nice to look back on. So thank you all so much for joining. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, whatever it is you may be doing. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love. Bye.